Hey guys, this is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Hey, we're taking part 2 of our subject is traveling in Jacksonville, selling in Jacksonville. What you run into, what you see. It's a huge market. Wow, you know, you got Tampa, you got Miami, you got Orlando, and you got doggone the largest per square mile city, which is Jacksonville, Florida. It's kind of neat. It's a huge territory. A lot of times when you work for a company, you got to divide stuff up into sectors because it takes about 45 minutes to an hour to get from one side of town to another. It ain't because of always traffic. It's just because it's that damn big. I live in a good city. It's a growing city. It's been growing forever and ever and ever. It's not so metropolitan yet that, you know, you can't have fun. It's kind of coastal in some areas. And if you want to live in the country, we got the country too. The suburbs, we've got it all. Middleburg, Orange Park, we got Clay County. We got all the surrounding counties that are booming. So, you know, our title for today is part 2. We're taking a ride in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm getting ready. I just got through picking up some money from a client to make sure they get their stuff taken care of, and that's what we're about. Sometimes you got to wear many different types of hats when you're a salesperson. Sometimes you got to be that person who goes gets it. You got to go get it. You got to be that door-to-door cold call salesperson. You got to be that retail salesperson.
In a quarter of a mile, keep left at the fork.
So we're right now traveling, and I'm using a GPS thing to teach me and show me where to go to save money and time. You use your tools that are available so that way you can be successful when you're out here selling. It's just a really good idea. And
keep left at the fork. Then take the interchange on the right.
Always pay attention. You got to make sure that when you're driving, you keep yourself in a safe distance. You want to make sure that, hey, if you see some people jump right in front of you, well, you got to deal with it. Now I'm going to turn this around, and this is Jacksonville. This is what we're running to. You got Jacksonville Beach going towards.
Take the interchange on the right.
And you got the other going in the airport going up north if you want to go that direction. And there we're getting ready to deal with what we've got as far as our services. You know, my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I told you I'd tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything that's got to do with selling. And I live in Jacksonville. It's a huge market. This is what you deal with, and it ain't too bad. So take a look, see what you see. We're getting ready to go around this curve, and you can see our downtown, which is really, really nice. And over here on our right, you also have a lot of areas where business and condos and stuff are being built. Woohoo! And you got to say, dang, it ain't too bad there. So take a look and see what you see. We got a lot of cool businesses, a lot of buildings. We got a lot of new growth. You know, over there, we got growth everywhere. And this is Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, if you notice, we got a new courthouse there to the left in the back with the Gothic Roman-esque features. You know, we're going to Jacksonville Beach area, Atlantic Boulevard. When you're driving down this way, again, this is a fluid area. It's always developing. We've got all kinds of new infrastructure that's being built in Jacksonville, Florida. You know, we are an up and coming, and we are just getting it, and enjoying the day. You know, my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. And I'm going to tell you what, we like it up here. Come on down.
In a quarter of a mile, keep right at the fork.
One of the things that you got to deal with, though, when you're living in Jacksonville is you got to deal with having to get from A to B. If you're thinking that you might be able to just use transportation, they've got Lyft, they've got all these other good companies.
Keep right at the fork.
But if you ain't got a driver's license, it's a little difficult to make money. You got to have the capability to get from A to B. And I'm going to tell you what, that's what we're doing. I'm having a good time today. I'm showing you some basic stuff here in Jacksonville, Florida. You know, my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. So we just had a very simple conversation about, you know, what it's like in Jacksonville, Florida, the surrounding. This is part 2. But guess, I don't know, we'll maybe make some more. Because Jacksonville's real cool. I love it. And there's a lot of money to be made here, and a lot of people are moving in, and it's like...
In 2 miles, take the exit on the right.
and saying that I need to take the exit on the right. So we just decided to get off of the 95 going south. We're in town area, going around the suburb areas. Jacksonville is awesome. You know, I do a lot of business, so I do a lot of business over the phone. Sometimes you got to go see clients because they like that face-to-face. A lot of times customers, they're in for the new technology. They want to buy stuff if you can show them how to get it, and it's not such a burden on them. They can kind of fit in their budget. You got your sell. It's just that simple. That simple. You know, my name is Gary Lee Stanley, and like I said, I've been in sales in some form of capacity since the 80s. The more I learn, the more I go, damn, I need to learn some more, because there's so many things in selling, in the field of sales, that you can learn. As far as businesses are concerned, you know, it's nice to have good mentors and people who are business oriented, who can help you to see things you never would even think about. Woohoo, selling. It's a real good job. It's a great career. I didn't say it was easy. But one thing I know, if you do like to have conversations, you like to work for yourself, if you like to work on commission and have a chance to make as much money as you possibly can, sales is a good place to be. Now, like I said, if you're smart, you'll figure a way to start putting away money. Because, see, you never want to have to deal with the lean times when it comes into selling, but there is always a positive where you got more and more fat cows, and then you got the lean years. So make sure you put some money in the bank and run your business very smartly. You know, I like the idea that, hey, you know, if we're selling stuff, we can, you know, change the world, because in reality we really can. You know, it's really a great idea here in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm dealing with what they call traffic right now. Okay, and this goes around the Beltway. Now, we've got some areas where they only have 3 or 4 lanes. They're talking about building 8 lanes eventually, but right now they got 2 lanes, so it's kind of hard. It's kind of crazy, but in Jacksonville, because it is blowing up, come on down. We'd love to help you learn about how you can invest in everything we got to sell, because we got a lot down here in Jacksonville, Florida. And my name is Gary Lee Stanley. Come and check me out if you're down this way. Hey, guys, give me a like, a thumbs up. Come on, Jacksonville, we got you back. Duval, that's what they say down here. And we selling, baby. Come on, let's make some money. Jacksonville, dang, that's real good.
In a quarter